Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another FEH summoning session. Today we are here with the Attuned Micaiah and Rearmed Sothe banner, and as you can see, there's not much time left. That's because I made an oopsie. So I originally was going to skip this banner. I wasn't too interested in it. I thought the dagger looked cool. I thought Breath of Life 4 looked cool, but I was like in saving mode. I wanted to get my Byleth, and I was like, I'll skip this because there's already a arcane dagger in the divine codes that I can grab for Ashe. And then I did my free summons. I recorded those and just used the tickets. And I went and looked at Guningugab's dagger, and I remembered why I didn't originally pull for it. Because I think it kinda sucks. No wonder they gave that one away for free. So now I'm here and I decided, I changed my mind. I want to get Sothe's dagger. It looks way better. Look at that shiny new dagger. And so it's way better suited for Ashe, I think. I'd rather have it. And so I decided, since I had orbs left over after going for Byleth, that I would go ahead and pull here. And so yeah, that was one mistake. And then the other thing is, I accidentally messed up, and when I recorded these second batch of summons, I forgot to record the audio. Oops. A lot of mistakes here. But yeah, so this is actually post-recording Brandy. So I'm going to first show you the original free summons, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you the second batch of summons. And yeah, I will be right back. The new Attuned Micaiah and Sothe banner, featuring the, I think these are the Dawn Brigade characters that people kept talking about. I don't know, but they look like a pretty solid banner here. Micaiah has the attack Res Crux and Far Trace Echo. These would be, I'd kind of like this stuff for Best Daughter Morgan, but she wants like Speed Res Crux. She could definitely still use attack Res Crux, but she would probably be a little better with the speed over attack boosting variants. Although I guess as power creep marches on, Morgan gets less and less speedy, so maybe pivoting to an attack res build would be in her best interest. But Far Trace Echo, freeing up the B slot would also be pretty good. Pretty solid stuff there. Sothe has the second arcane dagger, which does have no follow-up, which makes me a little more inclined to say it would be good for Ashe, but we can also get Guningap from codes now, so I'm not as dedicated to the idea of getting him this arcane dagger, even though it's pretty much what I wanted from an arcane dagger. I could just get him the other one for free. He also has attack speed finish, which sadly Ashe can't use. I don't remember if Potent Disarm is infantry only. And then attack speed pledge, I'm pretty sure flyers don't get that. So he does have stuff that Ashe would like, but I don't think he can use all of this kit, which is a little unfortunate. And again, I can get I can also get up some other stuff for him for free, which is maybe a smarter idea. And then his new Bane special is pretty nifty. Reduces enemy def res by 40, and then also reduces their damage reduction, which has become a very common effect. And then also, if he doesn't like kill the foe, it like sets their HP to 1, which is interesting, pretty nifty. I'm concerned because that just kind of invalidates a lot of tanks. I mean, we already have so many nukes that do that anyway, but now I feel like that kind of just invalidates a lot of future tanks too, where it's just going to be like, oh, you tanked everything? No, you didn't. You're at 1 HP now. But it is limited to only Sothe, so I don't think it's that bad. Famous last words. In before Brave Sothe ends up destroying the entire meta, right? But he looks solid. And then we have the boys. Edward here, first of all, very adorable art. I love I love his art a lot. he could be me after I get a haircut. He is Sword Infantry, Flavor of the Month. He's got godlike reflexes and buffer, but he also has the new Breath of Life 4, which makes things very scary. I've already seen people running this on their emblem Ikes and making him very difficult to kill. It helps deal with chip damage by healing you up. It also reduces the effect of deep wounds by 50%, so Fatal Smoke is no longer a great answer for that. And then it also affects like allies too. It doesn't just affect the user. So and it's on the C slot, which is just usually pretty free. So very nutty effect. I thought about getting it for like maybe Brave Dimitri. Could also maybe put it on someone who's a support unit who maybe doesn't scale off the defense but can still just kind of carry it and leave the C slot free for other units. I thought Sakura could be a funny option for that. Note that I said funny, not good. It won't be good on her, but it will be funny. But yeah, very solid looking skill. Can't believe they made Breath of Life meta after all these years. And then finally, our demote is Leonardo, who has Attack Res Finish 3, which I think we already had Attack Res Finish in the demote pool, so kind of weird that they doubled up on that one again. Maybe it was Speed Res Finish and I got them mixed up, I don't remember. And Guard. Wow, remember Guard? Also cute art. With all that out of the way, gonna go, I think, primarily for Sothe, then probably Red for Deep Wounds, and then Micaiah. But all three of the 5 stars are pretty good here. But we're not going to be spending orbs on this. Got too many other things that I got to save for. And frankly, this is a case where these skills are like good, but if I look at them too long, I'm going to be like, I don't know who to put this on. Then I'm going to save them so long that I never use them. So I will just not worry about it. Let's see, Red. Alright, show us something cool. Ba ba ba. No. No. Right, Micaiah's green. I almost forgot for a second. I was like, wait, is Micaiah blue? No, she's not blue. So yeah, there's no reason to pull blue on this one, not even for the demo. We got a colorless color share here. A colorless share, as it were. But yeah, I don't know these characters. Well, I mean, I know Micaiah from Engage, and then I know Micaiah and Sothe from Faye, but I don't know these characters that much, but I do know that they've been very heavily requested, so cool to see them finally get in. Also very surprised they didn't put any of the OCs for the midpoint banner. That is very concerning because that says that they're going to scramble to get all the OCs in during the second half of the year, and that means we're going to just get mythic banners back to back to back to back. No, thank you. And the last of our tickets. Let's see. One last colorless to end it. Show me something cool. Bow. It's a Brave Lyn. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's not like super cool. She's not very relevant anymore, but it's something at least. So nice. Plus speed. Wow. I am so ready for that 2017 meta. I'm gonna run circles around everyone with this. Oh, I just remembered back then I got Lyn and I foddered her for Attack Smoke on Xander. Truly the most big brain play of all time. It actually did work really well on him until we got Attack Smoke on a more reasonable source of fodder. But that did come in time, and, well, it was something that I did. So now we are back, and we're going to do the rest of these summons, this time with Orbs, and we're going to go for that Arcane Dagger. I already know what happens, but it'll be a bit of a surprise for you guys. I mean, you can already kind of guess looking at how long the video is, right? Or did I trick you? Who knows? Is Brandy devious enough to do that? But yes, we are going to go for Sothe, and we're going to pull all the colors because, well, all the colors that are on banner, so not blue, because all of them are pretty solid, but our main target is definitely Sothe. Breath of Life 4 wouldn't be bad either. I think I mentioned in the first batch of summons that wouldn't mind grabbing that for Brave Dimitri, and I know it's really bad, but I can't get the idea of Breath of Life 4 Sakura out of my head. I know it's like objectively a waste, but I want my Sakura to be useful. I haven't used her in like 3 or 4 years, so I'd like to take her off the bench, and there's just been no reason to do that. And going like full in on support that just requires her to stand there and exist seems like a good enough way to do that. But yeah, starting off with a bunch of weak healers, weak Gen 1 healers, speaking of Sakura. Poor girl. Maybe she'll get a Resplendent or Attuned version one day. That'd be nice. But yeah, didn't have any luck there, so next we'll go ahead and pop the green, and that one has Micaiah, who is the least exciting of these 3 units, but she's still pretty solid, she's still pretty good, so wouldn't mind grabbing her. Mostly though, we're going with the green just to get it to the spark a little faster. That was my thought process there. I was just like, you know what, let's just rush to the spark. But instead of a Micaiah, we did get a Gustav, who isn't too bad. Definitely would have preferred Micaiah, but Gustav does have some decent stuff. He's got Attack, Def, Catch 4, Near Trace, and Attack, Smoke, Fodder. I'm not sure who would want all that, but it is stuff I have now. I already gave it to Papa Gerald, or maybe I'd give it to him. I guess maybe I could toss it on Mavier. It might not be like ideal for him, but I bet he could use it since I don't really have anything else I was planning to give him at the moment. And I do want to build Mavier. I still haven't decided if I want to do more unit build showcases. Let me know what you guys think, if that's something you're actually interested in. Those videos are a lot of work to edit, and lately I haven't been feeling it too much since so many units are just kind of pre-built, or you just take like 1 or 2 units kits and give it to them. But we're on the second batch now. Got a Linhardt. Not who we're looking for, unfortunately. That is the wrong green-haired colorless, I suppose. And a Nana. Nah. Yeah, so it's actually a little weird. I'm watching them. I'm watching these back with you guys. I already recorded these, and now I'm watching them back. It's interesting. Kath. Luckily, my memory isn't the best, so I don't remember most of what happened. It'll be a surprise to me as well. Just like every time I open my barracks and I go, hey, when did I get this character? Oh, I must have free summoned them at some point. Ah, it's the Demon Altena. Jump scared. No. Nah. Demon Altena and I have mostly patched things up. She's no longer the worst unit to appear in my summons, so she's okay, I guess. On thin ice, but okay. Tethys, also have nothing against Tethys, but still not the dagger that I'm looking for, unfortunately. But yeah, I think the biggest issue with Guningugep's dagger on Ashe is lack of null follow-up, and oh yeah, I did get I got, what's his name, Leonardo, and yeah, he's okay. I could build him. I actually do like his art, but I could build him as a modern demote blonde archer. I have Klein as the legacy version. He could be the modern version. But yeah, the main thing that I don't like about the original Arcane Dagger is just the lack of null follow-up, which isn't as big a deal with how many ways there are to source null follow-up nowadays, but Ashe being a flying dagger still doesn't have a great way to get it outside of always running him with Legendary Male Byleth, which is an option, but it's just... I'd just rather have the flexibility of being able to run him wherever, and Sothe provides that. So, leaning more towards that. That was my thought process there. I was like, I really want the null follow-up especially. And the extra stats and stuff don't hurt either. Certainly a little better than the Vicious Dagger. Though the Vicious Dagger isn't even that bad. It still worked fine. It's just, you know, Ashe's whole kit was just kind of not quite as good as I would have liked. But he's going to get a lot more stuff with this dagger, so. Etier. Still not who we're looking for. Man, I do actually genuinely want more archers, but I'm holding out hope that I'm gonna get Ashe as either an infantry or cavalry archer. His regular version. That would make me very happy, but hopefully eventually, right? I really want to see him as a demo. Then I can build him and toss all the stuff that I saved. I saved so much premium stuff over the years, and over time it's just gotten more and more power crept, and now it won't really help him, so I'm going to have to build him from scratch anyway, so that's kind of a sad thing, is I've saved so much random fodder over the years, and now a lot of it's just kind of whatever. And it's just clogging up my barracks, it's clogging up my reserve spots, and I'm just like, oh, rip. Power creep marches on, whether your units come or not. Oh, and a second Leonardo. That was cool. I think those are the... Yeah, I got them, and then I was cleaning out the barracks after recording this, and oopsie doopsie, I forgot to mark them, so I ended up sending them home. I was kind of excited I pulled them, and then I accidentally sent them home, and that was just kind of a... Oh. I realized after I pressed it, I was like, wait, there were some 4-stars I was supposed to save, right? It's been a bit of an issue because I've just been rushing to get everything out of the barracks when it happens, and rip. Oh, and here is Old Man Gregor. He has come to join us. Not the Breath of Life 4 fodder that I was hoping to see, unfortunately, but he is decently solid with that Solid Ground. Solid Ground 4, actually, funny enough, would work with Breath of Life 4 if we'd gotten that here instead. But I was thinking about who to fodder this to. I could put like Solid Ground on Dimitri, but honestly I don't think the raw stats are enough to justify it over like Finish. So I think I might just actually save Gregor. I haven't foddered him or anything yet as of now, but I was thinking I might just save him because honestly, despite being one of the games I actually like more than a lot of the older games, Awakening is one of my weaker barracks, which is very funny. I just have my 2 Morgans, and then those like my main good units from Awakening, and then everyone else is just kind of there. So having a decently solid unit like Gregor as an option really isn't that bad. So I might just keep him around. I mean, Solid Ground does have some use, but especially if they release more skills that check defense, like Breath of Life 4, but as of right now, I don't think it's anything special, and it'll probably get like a better defense boosting option than that anyway, so I just don't think Solid Ground has the necessary future to be worth saving as fodder, honestly. I think I'd probably rather just build Gregor up and use him. But anyway, another wheel. What do we got here? A Gaius, speaking of Awakening. Speaking of colorless daggers, not the one that we're looking for still, unfortunately. And what I decided, I remember I mentioned this during the summoning session, I was like, if I end up with getting Sothe before like 30 pulls, I was going to just bounce. But if it was 30 or over, I was like, I'll just play it out and do the full spark, and I'll just spark someone else. As for whether I ended up sparking Sothe or I got one of the other banner units because Sothe came early, I'll go ahead and leave as a surprise. But you can probably guess from the length of the video that we did end up going to the spark. Unfortunately. As I... Oh, Fallen Lilith, oh no! Join me, Lilith! Together we can be spooky, scary together! This is Fallen Brandy. The wings don't turn evil, though. Just a halo. That's not true. The purple is fear. Fun fact, the halos are, and the hair highlights are color-coded. They represent things. Purple's fear. Yeah, Fallen Lilith, not super helpful. I do have some copies that I saved back when Speed Smoke was premium, but now I feel like Speed Smoke has kind of fallen off a little bit with how much DR Pierce there is. And so I've got these Fallen Liliths sitting here, and honestly, I might just merge them. I don't know who I want Speed Smoke on, so might just merge them. Not that by contrast to my Awakening roster, my Fates roster is actually pretty solid, so I don't necessarily need random Fates filler units like Lilith to hop in and take care of things for limited battles and stuff, but yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, Chrom for Aether. Not the worst thing we could pull. And what is here? Just Kaze. Again, the wrong colorless with green hair, and this one even has a dagger, so we're getting closer at least. Linhardt was a healer, so he wasn't quite as close as Kaze, who's actually a dagger. But still no Sothe. Still no Sothe, unfortunately. And Ahana. Not who we're looking for, unfortunately. Yeah, now we've got all three of those focus charges ready to go. I feel like the focus charges don't come into play that often, sadly, but at least I guess it is a nice insurance. And, okay, we are back. I did have to leave to clean the barracks, or at least past me did. And I think that's where I accidentally foddered those Leonardos. Rip, and now we have the last little bit, and what do we have from this colorless? Oh, Legault. Nope, not helpful. And a Felicia. Okay. Yeah. Colorless pool still not so great, but I will say it's been nice. This summoning session, the Violet summoning session, I think even the Corn one, I was able to pull like more of the, not necessarily full wheels, but more of the wheels than I usually do, and that's good. So here we are at the Spark. Unfortunately, we didn't get that Sothe early, which was a little bit sad, but now we get to redeem him. And here we go. Sothe, come home. Ashe needs your dagger. There it is. So yeah, had to go to the Spark, unfortunately, and didn't get any of the other focus units, which is actually pretty not so great. But we got another useless Celestial Stone. That's fantastic. I really wish they'd put Ascendant Flores in there, because we don't get Ascendant units that often, because they're not as enticing as Rearms and Attunes. But we have the fancy dagger now, and that's good. Yeah, that null follow-up especially is just super helpful. It also has the damage reduction that Ashe needs built into the dagger. Well, I guess Ashe doesn't technically need it, but he's getting it from his current remote Sparrow. So I get to just swap that for something else, and he can still keep that damage reduction, which isn't bad. Even if, again, damage reduction isn't quite as useful as it was, with how much DR Pierce they just bake into everything. IS, sell a problem, sell a solution. Very cool, very fun to deal with. But yeah, it's still not bad. Just a little bit of extra cushion when you initiate is pretty good. standard Dagger 7 effect, the Slaying, the Times Pulse, all that, plus the extra stats on top of the Null Follow-Up, just makes it a pretty decent upgrade from the Vicious Dagger, and yeah, I will go ahead and take that. He's got some other skills too here. He's got his special, which unfortunately we can't inherit, that's unique to him. He's got attack speed finish, which Ashe unfortunately does not get. Poor boy. Curse of Flyer. And then he's got the new Potent Disarm, which has too many nonsensical things in there. Potent always hurts my head. But he can get that, luckily. So we will go ahead and grab that. I actually made a note of it when I was foddering it to him later. I noticed that I had Disarm Trap 1 and 2, and I remembered grabbing those as like a throw-in with something else, I think like Lethality or something, when I was originally building him. And I was like, oh, well, maybe they'll do Disarm Trap in the future, or Disarm Trap 4 or something that'll be worth having these on hand for. And I was like, but that's probably not going to happen. And yet, lo and behold, here we are. Potent Disarm, actually not a bad B slot for him. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and keep that. And then he also has Attack Speed Pledge, which, again, unfortunately, doesn't get access to. So, unfortunately, not the best fodder for Ashe. Despite having the good dagger for him, it's just not really optimal. But, you know, we don't want to wait around for the third Arcane Dagger. Who knows when that'll be. So we'll go ahead and take Sothe here and give him to Ashe, and that'll be that. We'll be very happy about it. And we get to keep the Sothe as a bonus too, so that's not bad. It'll buff up my pretty lacking Radiant unit roster for limited battles and stuff. And while I'm here, I thought it would be fun to go ahead and give Ashe the new skills. Not really a full unit build showcase or anything like that, but just go ahead and give him some stuff. Give him his toys. I feel like Ashe didn't quite get the grade A fodder that I wanted to give him originally, just because I didn't really know what to do with him, and now I've got a little bit better of an idea. Now that we actually have an Arcane Dagger for him and we know what we're working with. We're going to go ahead and give him that Arcane Tempest. Gonna grab Disarm Trap 3 and 4, or Potent Disarm. Just Disarm Trap 4, I don't care. And we'll go ahead and grab the first 2 levels of Attack Speed Oath just as a throw-in. He probably isn't going to use them, but I mean, I guess I could fodder my Legendary Male Byleth and give him Attack Speed Oath 4 if I wanted to. So now I'm going to go ahead and give him my extra Winter Yunaka as fodder as well. I don't need the extra, so I thought it'd be fun to give it to him. Unfortunately, because we don't have a easy source of Fatal Smoke, we can't grab Fatal Smoke for Assassin Strike and Flared Sparrow all at once. So I decided to just grab Flared Sparrow and Fatal Smoke, since he does have Potent Disarm as a B slot. He doesn't really need Assassin Strike, although it would have been cool to have as an option. And now we're going to go ahead and refine the Arcane Tempest for speed, of course. Just get that every little bit helps, especially if I recall correctly, he needs extra speed for Potent Disarm. So, going to give him that. And there he is, looking a little bit better. Maybe this isn't a perfect build, but that's okay. This wasn't a perfect summoning session either. We had a lot of mistakes, oops. But, you know, just try and make the best of what you got. Like these skills that I gave him, like the fact that Spring Ashe was not my desired version of Ashe to begin with. You just gotta make the best of things. So, anyway, it still looks pretty good. I'm still pretty happy with how he turned out, and I would say it was worth the Orbs to bring Ashe a little bit further up to speed. So, yeah, now he's got Fatal Smoke, so he can deal with some annoying units. Same with Flared Sparrow. Unfortunately, there's the new Breath of Life 4, which kind of puts the kibosh on some of that, but he'll still put in work, I'm sure. He'll still be helpful for certain maps. And yeah, so overall, it was fine. I'm happy to build up my boy just a little bit more. So, Yeah, that'll do it for this batch of summons. Again, normally I do like to do these earlier. This was kind of a last-minute decision that I was like, I actually changed my mind. I want to get Sothe. So here we are, and yeah, still hopefully you had some fun with it. And anyway, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Best of luck to you guys on, well, not this banner, it's already gone. But best of luck to you on any of the other current or upcoming banners. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon, signing out.